So welcome to our Soul Sync meditation hour. I will teach you the very simple practice of Soul Sync meditation that normally only takes 12 minutes of your day. But before I do that, I would like to introduce you a little bit like a general information about what is meditation, why it's important to practice it, and after that we'll go to the physical meditation that we'll practice together, and I will teach you a step by step. And then also we'll have a couple minutes maybe to share or if someone has any questions. Okay, so what is meditation? There is so many ways to present, learn, as well as teach meditation. And each time you will do it with any master, any teacher, each time will be direct and fresh. I remember the time a couple years ago, not that long ago, that, for example, in Poland, meditation, yoga were considered like some strange practices, but we live in a time now when all over the world many people are becoming familiar with meditation, and it's being accepted as a practice that fly above any cultural and religious barriers. Our lives are contemporary lives, like we live in the strange times where we search for something, we come in, we have some people coming. Good morning, Rita.
Good morning, Ursula.
Yeah, here. We search for something, we need something fresh, we need a change. But with our jobs, with our very busy schedule, sometimes we feel like we waste our lives, like we are disconnected from our true self. So meditation is the way to bring us back to ourselves, when we can really experience and taste our full being. So with our lives, with that struggle, with the aggression on an everyday basis, occupying ourselves with endless tasks, meditation is the exact opposite. To meditate is to make a complete break how we normally operate. With meditation, we enter like a very strange state, like almost like no ambition, neither acceptance, nor rejection, no hope, no fear, where all the emotions are being released. It's also in our lives every day. That you train yourself very well every day. Like, we react with anger to many simple situations. We train our mind to be angry. We train our mind to different little things that trigger us. So if you train your mind with the meditation, with patience, with that habit of meditation, your mind will do exactly the same thing that you are training the mind to do. So how many times your child made you a little upset, not upset, but maybe a little, off, or your coworker or a parent? Devote your mind to confusion, it will happen. Devote your mind to meditation, and you will see what will happen after that. The purpose of meditation is to awaken in us the sky-like nature of mind. So, like I mentioned before, with those emotions that we go through in everyday life, we are like scattered everywhere in all directions. So meditation brings the mind home. It's very hard. Like, people ask me, like, how do you meditate? What do you meditate? There's like old Tibetan Buddhist saying. An old woman asked Buddha how to meditate. He told her to remain aware of every movement of her hands when she drew the water from the well. So just little simple observation, you know, you can just develop that practice. So practice, and then the fragmented aspects of ourselves which have been at war will settle, you know. In that setting, we begin to understand ourselves more. When we settle like that, the practice will dissolve all the negativity and aggression. And then you will see what will happen. So bring your mind home, release, and relax. Sometimes when we meditate, we don't need to use any particular method. There is so many different practices, you know, but when you just sit quietly and rest in the nature of mind, I simply am, I am simply here, that's, you know, something will start happening. So, and again, the old Tibetan saying, once I read, meditation is not, getting used to it is. But of course, to meditate, you know, we need to create like a little simple environment to calm the environment. Maybe a candle. I have a couple things set up over here. There is an altar in front of me. There is a candle in front of me. So light that candle. Maybe set up important things next to you as an altar. And the most important part is your posture. Your posture should be, again, I will go back to the Tibetan saying, like a mountain. Sit like a mountain, that means natural and at ease, however strong. You know, the way how we present ourselves, the way how we will feel. So sit like a mountain. Keep the back straight. The inner energy in that position, we call it prana, will flow easily through the channels of the body. Don't force anything. The lower back has a natural curve. It should be relaxed but upright. The rest of the body without any tension. If it's possible, sit with your legs crossed, but if it's not, the chair is okay too. Find that comfortable position. The crossed legs express the unity of life and death, good and bad, masculine and feminine principles. But again, like if you find it too difficult, find a chair. Your eyes can be closed. You can, some schools are saying that if they're slightly open, it's okay too. I always keep my eyes closed. Your mouth, relax, slightly open, if you can, as if you are saying, like relaxing. Your palms, rest them comfortable on your knees. And this is called the mind in comfort and ease posture. Take a moment to respect yourself in that pose. You know, in the Buddhist traditions, where the meditations come from, there are over 80, they are saying over 80,000 of ways on how to tame the negative emotions. So today, I will teach you soul sync meditation. My friend brought it from India a while ago, almost 3 years ago, and it made me curious to see many changes in my friend's behavior after the trip to India. She was practicing that meditation every day after coming back from the trip. And this meditation made my friend joyful, more calm, very positive, very happy person. The changes were so big that everyone asked her, like around her, I knew that because she was sharing it always with me, like, what are you doing that you are always very happy? And she was always answering meditation. You know, I asked her that also a couple times. I remember that. So about 2 years ago, she came to my house and we were both meditating, doing that practice every day during her stay. Sometimes she was even teaching, so it was like twice a day, but you know, once a day, I remember that. And the days were like totally very happy, very different, even very successful in my business. And she was just saying to me after it, you know, with a big smile, she was saying like, I told you, see, I told you. So I started believing that like really meditation can bring many, many changes to your life, like only positive changes. So how do we do it? Soul sync meditation. First, I usually light the candle and the candle is on. You can make that little moment here. I have Palo Santo or sage to start the meditation. I have a little sound. To start it. You can come up with your own ideas, but this particular soul sync meditation has 6 parts in it. I'm sitting with my legs crossed, my palms are resting on my knees, and your thumb is touching your index finger. And in this meditation, every part will be counting our practice 8 times. So every time you count, your thumb is touching a finger. We start with index, middle finger, ring, and the little finger here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So each time we'll do that practice, we'll count on our fingers. So right now, the thumb is touching the index finger. So let's move to the first part of our soul sync meditation. In this part, we'll inhale and exhale. Taking our time, you can do it in your own pace. Concentrate on your breathing. Observe your breathing. If any thoughts are coming in, passing by, let them go, observe them. It's okay, there is so many emotions and so many thoughts coming, so it's okay. Just concentrate on your breathing and counting. So each cycle of breath, it's one finger touching it. Inhale, exhale, 1, and then go back to number 2, 3, 4. We'll do it 8 times, observing our breathing. You can close your eyes now. Let's begin. We'll do it 8 times. Let's move to the second part of our soul sync meditation. The thumb is touching the index finger, but we'll be also counting it 8 times like the previous exercise. We will inhale, and on the way out, we'll do a buzzing sound like a bee. The buzzing sound needs to be loud enough to create the vibrations in your head. We'll also do it 8 times, like a previous exercise. Let's begin. The thumb is touching the index finger again. Let's move to the third part of our soul sync meditation. You will inhale and exhale, but between every inhalation and exhalation, there is a little pause when the air changes directions. During this part, we'll observe that pause. Do not stop your breath, just observe and notice the pause where the air changes direction. We will do it 8 times. Let's begin. The thumb is touching the index finger again. We will be moving to the fourth part of our meditation. In this part, you will inhale, and on the way out, whisper to yourself, aham, aham, or I am. We'll do it 8 times. Let's begin. Let's move to our fifth part of our meditation. In this part, your thumb is touching the index finger. We will be not counting in this time, but taking a moment. Imagine that everything around you is light, almost like taking a light bath. Your limited self expanding into the cosmic self, without barriers, without limitations, everything around you dissolving into the light with endless possibilities. Take a moment. Let's move to our last part of our meditation. In this part also, the thumb is touching the index finger. And think about all your ideas, desires, anything you need for yourself. Visualize it. And feel and visualize it like it's already happening in front of you. They are not ideas, nothing in the future. All those things are happening right in front of you. Let's take a moment. You can slightly open your eyes. Thank you for being part of our morning meditation, Soul Sync meditation. Thank you for joining me. Namaste. And you know, this meditation, when it's done in the morning or at night, I recommend the morning because then you can feel the difference how your day is. This meditation without any explanation takes about 12 minutes, no more than that. And you can really feel how different is the day. Absolutely, you can do it at night. And I believe that the dreams are more deeper when you do this at night. So both ways are great. It's just taking that moment and making that space for that practice. It's important. And I would like to finish this with again, going back to the Tibetan saying, a student came to his master and asked, how do I meditate? He tried very hard and gave himself a headache. And then he relaxed too much, so much that he fell asleep. So the master compared the meditation to the string instrument. How do we get the best sound from the instrument? When the strings are tight or loose? Neither. So only when you put the right tension to the instrument. It's the same with meditation. Relax and be relaxed that you don't even hold on to the idea of relaxation. So with the practice, you know, you will find your own balance between relaxation and alertness. Nobody can teach you that, you know, nobody can show you in any classes and workshops. Only the practice will show you the ways. So I always give my students homework, do this practice for a week and see how you feel. And then report to me maybe, okay, do you see any differences? If yes, I will appreciate it. You can always contact me. Olga posted the email there, or you know how to reach me. And meditation is separate from your walks, from your taking your dog for a walk. You know, I have a sister and I always tell her about that meditation and she refuses, you know. She says, oh, I'm going on the horseback riding, I'm taking my dog to the woods. No, meditation is separate than that. It's just sitting, doing nothing, relaxing your mind. So with that thought, with those thoughts, with those marks, and with that practice, I wish you a happy day.